Hello and welcome to Jumpin' Johnny Gaming Retro Walkthroughs. This third part of the Legend of Zelda A Link to the Past walkthrough will cover some optional heart containers and items and then tackle the Desert Palace dungeon to get the second pendant needed. Keep heading left to go into another building. You might remember I went in there in the previous video. Now that you have the pendant, you will be given some Pegasus shoes, and this will give you a charge attack, and you can first use this skill in this room. You'll see a telltale of a secret room from the cracks at the top, and instead of using a bomb, you can use the charge attack by holding A and then letting go. Not all secret areas can be opened by charge attacks. Stronger rocks will still require bombs. In the secret room, you can access 3 chests of goodies, and then exit back out to the area. To access the Desert Palace, we will need a key item that is in the library in the village. So backtrack to the village, remember you have a map to help you navigate, and head south when you're in the village, and in the library you will see a green book that you can use the charge attack to get. There's a few optional items to get before we tackle the next dungeon. First, head to the Sanctuary area, and to the left of the Sanctuary is a set of 5 of dark green squares that you can't destroy with your sword, but if you do a charge attack, a secret entrance will appear, and you can get a piece of heart. The next area to head to is called the Great Swamp Area, and you have to enter where the arrow is pointing. It's to the south, you have to go right and over the bridge you used to see the witch, and then downwards and to the left. This enemy here is called a sand crab. They are faster when they are walking sideways, but weak, only takes one hit of the sword. Lots of soldiers patrol the swamps with some hidden in bushes that will jump out. There is crows that will attack you. The first thing to do here is to get the chest. Move the first and last bricks up and the middle one to the left, then go back out and then in to reset the bricks. Push the second and last brick up and the first to the left to access the door, and then in the next room, push the handle down to drain the water, and then go back outside and there will be a heart piece to collect. There is an enemy that's like a rabbit with claws will jump out at you. They are weak, but if you hit the grass before they pop out, they are stunned and you can talk to it to get a random item. Head right for 2 screens. Here you can see that on the rare occasion, when you are destroying grass, a bee can appear and start attacking you. You can catch them and store them in a bottle, and when released will attack other enemies for a short while. There can be a beetle that is disguised as grass. They won't attack you, and if they hit you, will only stun you. If you hit it, it can drop a trail of rupees. Drop a bomb at the crack near the small grass area, and then inside you have to defeat 4 of an enemy called mini muldorns, and you have to attack its face to do damage. To reach the left and right hand side, cross by the doorway at the bottom so you won't fall down. Once all 4 is defeated, the door will open and you can get 300 rupees from the thief and good loot from the treasures and then exit the cave. Head right and then up and stick to the right hand side and enter a cave. Avoid the jelly enemies and a returning enemy from the original game, Zoras, which will appear from out of the water and spit at you. This new enemy here is, I'm going to assume, a very pregnant Octorok, and it will explode and you'll have little Octoroks attack you for a while until they disappear. Bomb the wall straight in front of you and there will be a few fairies. You might have already seen fairies from random drops. Fairies will heal you, or you can catch one if you have the spare bottle and keep it in a bottle for later. Here you can dash into the fairy statue and you'll get a good bee, a more stronger version of the bee. It won't attack you and you can catch it. Exit the cave and head left and bomb the crack in the wall to access the ice rod. This can freeze enemies and sometimes instantly defeat them. It uses the magic meter and is needed to defeat a boss. Now that we have everything we can get so far, it's time to tackle the next dungeon, which is in the bottom left of the world map. You can see the flashing pendant. Head to the swamp area where you drained the water. Head left through the second left from the bottom. I'm right next to it here. There will be a cave at the top left that has a great fairy in it, and it will be able to heal you. Head left to get to the desert area and you will encounter a vulture, essentially a stronger version of a crow. It takes twice more hits and will constantly circle you, so if you activate one you will have to defeat it. Head straight up to a cave and go through where an old man is, and bomb the bottom wall to get a heart piece. Head left, up and around until you get to a temple area with 3 statues. You will encounter a new enemy, a sand creature that comes out of the ground and chases you for a short while. It takes a couple of hits to defeat. Highlight the green book you took from the library and use it to speak the language, and the statues will move to allow access to the desert temple. In the first big room where you enter, there will be green levers, plant-like creatures that go around and disappear and appear again. They take 2 hits, the purple versions takes 4 hits. There will be statues that has an eye that goes around, and if it spots you, it will fire a beam at you. And finally, giant insects that appear in quicksand and will fire at you if you don't defeat it quickly. Head up and take the top left door and charge at the top left flame to get a small key. Exit the room, head all the way to the right, then down 1 screen and take the locked door on the right. Defeat all the enemies and avoid the statue's beam to open the top door. The chest contains the compass for this dungeon. Head up, avoid all the cannonballs and collect the giant key from the chest at the end. Exit the next 2 rooms to be taken back to the big entrance room and go all the way left, through the left door, and you have to lift the pots to get the switch to activate the top door, while avoiding the statue. The button is underneath to the left of the top left pot. Head up and get the power glove. This is a passive ability like the dash boots, and you now pick up objects that you couldn't before. Exit the 2 rooms and go back in the big entrance area and head all the way down to exit the first section of the dungeon. Head all the way down for a heart piece. Be careful you don't fall off, or you have to navigate the desert palace again to get to this point. And then go to the top right, pick up the object, which you can now you got the power glove. I love the power glove, it's so bad. And enter the next section of the dungeon. Go to the top right 3 blocks and push the middle one down to open the door, and then move just a little bit to the room and then back again to be in the doorway, and this way you can avoid the tiles that go for you, or you can quickly get the small key from the bottom left pot and exit through the locked door at the top. Continue on and defeat the enemies to open the door on the right, then navigate the long corridor full of enemies and statues. Get the small key from the 3rd pot and go through the locked door. Another tile room to stay in the doorway, or get the key at the top right pot, and then use your bow and arrow to defeat the Igor, and use your lamp to light the 4 braziers to access the boss room. The boss is 3 Lanmolas, an enemy that is in the original game. When they pop out of the ground, 4 pieces of rubble will fly out and will damage you if it connects you, and you have to hit its face. You can use bow and arrow or the ice rod, but sword hits will be fine. When you are down to 1, it will become faster and 8 pieces of rubble will fly out. Once defeated, you will get the 2nd pendant. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, where there are more complete retro walkthroughs plus achievement and trophy guides, secrets and tips from the latest releases. Thanks for watching.